Good morning. A day to remember the courageous men and women who put their lives on the line for you and me. A day to remember the men and women who sacrificed their lives and didn't get to go home to their friends and family. Missed birthdays, the death of a parent, the birth of a child, soccer games, ballet recitals, and much, much more is missed. One day to remember them. Let's talk about one day. 22 suicides of military veterans per day. That is about one veteran per hour. Let's talk about 1 hour. 24% of all military veteran suicides happen within 5 minutes. 48% of all military suicides happen within 20 minutes. 71% of all military suicides happen within 60 minutes. Of those military suicides, 40% do not have any kind of medical history showing that they wanted to commit suicide. 40%. So that means it requires our community to know that our veterans were thinking about suicide or wanting to commit suicide, because if it happens 71% within an hour, that doesn't give them time to get to the VA hospital. The solution is you and I. VetInfo uses a slogan that says, "No veteran left behind." You guys received a bracelet. You guys know that famous saying, "No man left behind"? Well, we changed it to veteran because we cannot forget about our veterans. The question is, how do we change? The reality is that we need to be present for one another. You and I have to help each other, and we have to help our military veterans to make sure that their lives are in good care. There are veterans here at the school. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for all that you did. When I look at military veterans, I think they're special. I think a lot of them go through a lot of pain. I can tell you about my father, who suffers from Agent Orange because he served in Vietnam, and all the different sicknesses and illness that he has to go through. I think about Bill Watts, my co-founder, and all the sicknesses that he has to go through. But those two men and all the other soldiers signed up for that pain. Yes, people get cancer and they get other sicknesses, but military veterans sign up for the pain. As a community, we must come together. As a NAREP 10 certified trainer, one of the things that I teach is disciplines on how to live a good life. You can pick up a card here, but there are 2 disciplines that come to mind. Number 9, to be generous with the people who are less fortunate. And number 10, to be active in the lives of our family and children. And I would add friends. During the last 2 years, SAS has been involved with VetInfo in writing Christmas cards to military veterans. And last year we did 600 care packages that include hygiene supplies, Sudoku puzzles, t-shirts, toothbrushes to veterans who are living in the CLCs, which is essentially a retirement home within the VA hospital, who have no friends or family visiting them. So you can imagine the highlights of receiving a t-shirt, of receiving socks or Sudoku puzzles during Christmas. SAS worked with us and was part of a community, which is how we need to work. We also take veterans fishing and kayaking. We found that pescatorial therapy is a way to reduce anxiety and stress. And we've been fortunate through these activities that we've found 5 veterans who were suicidal, and we were able to get them treatment. Veterans Day can no longer be one day. It has to be every single minute. You and I can make the difference for the veterans and the families and the people that surround us. The question is, are you going to answer the call? Horace Mann, the founder of American education, said, "Be ashamed to die before doing some good for mankind." I will be ashamed if I didn't do enough for my fellow brothers and sisters and family and friends. Tell me, what are you going to do today to change the life of somebody? Are you going to remember the sacrifice of the men and women, veterans, and make sure that they're here with us during Christmas, Thanksgiving, their next birthday, your next birthday, so that we can enjoy them and the sacrifices they did? Thank you for your service. No veteran left behind.